Hi, Nancy Burt-Preece here, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I wanted to share with you this fun card that I created using Sunshine and Tulips bundle and some really fun colors, I think. It is soft sea foam and pretty in pink. And I'm using some of this designer series paper, which is Splash of Sparkles. If you haven't invested, this is very pretty, but it's the silver foils on the back of some of these that are just really gorgeous. So I would highly recommend this designer series paper. And it adds so much to the back of this piece. So let me show you how we're going to make it. I started out with, and I'll show you what you'll get after you cut it out. This is a 4 by 5 1/4. You get a little bit of smidge off when you cut it out, but not much. And you can see that you're going to get 12 of these tulips, which you can save for later and use on another card. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my soft seafoam ink, and it comes with one of these stamps, and I'm going to quickly go through. They might not be perfect, but I'm going to do my best job. And if they're not exactly perfect, it's really okay. I'm going to come through, and they stamp up pretty easily. As you can see, I'm not taking a ton of time, and I'm mostly in the correct spot. If they fit beautifully, takes you just a second to get all the parts there. And you've got all your little green leaves stamped. And I really like that tone-on-tone look. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come through and kind of pop these up a little bit more than I did last time. Because as usual, I make it first and then I realize what I really want to do. So pop them up. You know, if you're mailing it, they might come down a little bit, but it just kind of adds a little. You don't need that one to be popped up or this one, because I'll glue something over that. But the nice thing about this is it also gives you that beautiful edge when you go ahead and cut it out. All right, so you've got that piece. And I have, this is the soft seafoam 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and use a little liquid glue because I think I can get around the edges a little bit better with that. I like going in between, adding a little bit so it'll stay. Tulip is my favorite color, or my favorite flower. Not color, flower. And so I knew when I saw this, this was one I had to have because I just love the spring with the tulips coming out. And I just did something wrong. Luckily, it's glue, so I can pick it right up. Don't do that. You're supposed to put this on first, and then add more glue. Golly gee. You can tell I've been a little bit under the weather, so although I do that on a regular basis, those of you that watch. So I always show you how you can fix it. Here we go. And we're going to put that right down on top. So now you've got this really, you didn't need to. Can you cut out another one with different colors and pop them up on there? You can. But I really like how that looks. And every time you make it, depends on what piece of DSP, you'll have more silver to look and some less. I'm going to change it. No, I think I will keep it the same. Lots of cute little sayings. Hello. Thanks for your thoughtfulness. Lots of different things. This die cut comes in the bundle. So I like that little thing right there. I think that's cute. And I must have gotten something on there. Well, let's see. What did I get on there? See if I can get that off. Or did I get ink on it for some reason? I don't know how I did that, but I might have. I'm going to let it go for the purpose of this video. And I'm going to pop this up right in the middle. So that's why I say these two, you don't really have to do a lot about popping up those. Because now, would you have to do the green? You would not have to. So you could leave it as you chose. You know, you could just leave it as is. And now I'm going to take, these are called Sparkle Dot Essentials. Last time I did the Petunia Pop. And today I'm going to do two smaller ones. And I'm going to do the Pretty in Pink. You could use the teeny ones. You can use anything you want. So there's my outside of my card, which is just really fun. Then I'm going to my inside. What I'm going to do is, I'll get this, move this to the side here. I'm going to stamp Sending a Garden of Love, because that's always a fun sentiment. And I'm going to get back out my soft seafoam. I'm going to add 3 at the bottom. I like to do the 2 outside one, and then the middle you can kind of get in the middle. It's not perfect, but it's an easy way when you're doing 3, and 3 is a nice number for our eye. And if you love Pretty in Pink, this is March. Pretty soon that one will be gone. It's an in color. So if you are really in love with Pretty in Pink, get it now. I'm stamping off so I get 2 tones. And then you can see, I live in a little town, so we often have a fire whistle for different things. I'm going to go ahead and add the flower. I'm going to adhere it. And you've got a sweet card. Could be a thank you note. It could be anything. And I got that one crooked. Golly gee, I'm having a great time on camera today. Move that one a little bit. I really can't stand total crooked. That just drives me nuts. There we go. That's much better now. Isn't that a cute card and very easy? And I love this Sunshine and Tulips die. I hope you give it a try. Take care.